I like to know where people stand so I know how to treat you accordingly.
They be trying to do it, I'm just doing me. I be working hard and they just want it free.
Be competitive with yourself. Hey, what's going on? It's Jsean for another video. This particular video right here, I want to talk about just pretty much like a mindset, right? The particular mindset that I'm talking about is something that I don't even follow all the way, but it's like I know, right? So we got to be accountable for our actions. We got to be accountable for, when I say actions, what we do and what we don't do. So for me, the big thing with me is dream it, believe it, live it. Dream it is basically you're thinking of something first. It starts here in your mind. You got to dream it, think it basically, and then you got to believe in it. Believe in it to a point where you believe in it, you see the vision of it, what you dreamt of, and you have to understand something that whatever you thought of, it doesn't necessarily have to match with what other people think. Because remember, it's your dream, it's your vision. It doesn't have to make sense to other people, and that's the beauty of it, right? You just can't forget how it started for you and how you think of it, because if you start falling for that, you'll start listening and changing the way that you originally dreamt it, and then you'll start changing how you believe in it basically. So stop listening to other people. Don't share your dreams with people, especially if they're in a position where they don't even understand your dream at all. But at the end of the day, you can't expect anybody to believe in your dreams. It's your dream. It was meant for you, and that's why you have it, right? So you have to dream it, basically think of it, and you have to believe in it to a point where it doesn't matter what it looks like to the world. It doesn't matter what it looks like even to yourself at times. You just have to reverse and remember in the beginning how you dreamt it and how you thought of it, because the world is going to basically cloud that vision that you originally dreamt of. The way you dreamt it is the original way that it was intended for you to receive it. And then as you go on with your journey, as you start believing it, you're going to get a lot of ups and downs, a lot of trials and tribulations. You're going to have moments where basically the world is going to make you feel like you should have never dreamt it. The world's going to make you feel like you shouldn't even believe in it the way that you do believe in it, right? And it's going to confuse you, and then you're going to lose your path and you lose your way. So the next step that you got to do that you can't take your time on is basically you got to live it. And live it to me is basically where you take action. When you take action in the thing that you dreamt of, then you believed in it, and then now that you believe in it, you took action and you're living it now, right? Living it to me is not necessarily like you accomplished something, but it's on the way. It could be, but it's also on the way, or that gradual step towards accomplishment, right? So don't stop. You have to do. Think about like even when you exercise your muscles, you can't like work out every once in a while. You can't work out when you feel like it and then think that you're going to have muscle growth. You got to actually work out consistently. Now, even if you do smaller workouts and you have a good diet and you are consistent, it will take longer, but you'll still be on your way. You understand? So it's like you got to think of this the same way with the things that you're believing in, the things that you're dreaming in. Start small if you have to, do it at your pace, but you have to force yourself to do something against the way that you feel, because the way that you feel sometimes is kind of like, if you already dreamed something and you're believing in it, remember what I just said. The world is going to make you feel like what you believe is not possible. The world is going to make you feel like, when I say the world, I mean circumstances, I mean the way things appear, the friends you may have, family members even at times. It's going to make you feel like you don't believe or dream, or you shouldn't have dreamed what you dreamt of, right? So you can't lose sight of that. You have to keep going, keep growing. It's a constant pace. When you work out, you got to be consistent. When you work out in your life, as far as what you're trying to accomplish, you got to be consistent as well. You can't stop. You got to keep going and growing. With that being said, whatever it is that you are thinking of in your life, whatever it is that you feel is being spoken to you, right? I mean, pray about it. Manifest that joint. When I say manifest, I'm not saying anything outside of God or anything like that, because I believe in God. It's just you putting the energy, the emphasis, the mindset on an idea that you feel that you should accomplish, and don't lose sight of that. Keep going, keep growing, and take incremental steps towards that goal until you actually reach it. And then when you complete it, whatever that goal is, be very specific. Be so specific on what you're trying to accomplish. That's how you know when you've actually succeeded in that particular dream. Once you've succeeded, then you move on to the next one and the next one. One thing I will say is, I don't believe certain things are meant to be difficult, right? Now, when I say difficult, I don't mean that you shouldn't have challenges. I don't mean there shouldn't be ups and downs and stuff like that. I don't mean that at all. I don't mean it should be super easy. I just mean it shouldn't be forced. I mean that you're going to have situations, but you should know the difference between it just being part of the process versus the world telling you this ain't right. You get what I'm saying? If you keep trying to put a circle into a square and it ain't fitting and you're trying hard and all this different stuff, you have to know that it's not right versus, oh, this is hard and it's supposed to be hard. Well, if you have a circle and a square, it's not meant to be hard to place them together. It's supposed to enter, if it's meant to be like a square and a square, it's supposed to be easy, right? That's what I mean. When I say easy, I mean a natural process, something that isn't very out of the ordinary type of difficult, right? So if you're aiming to be a doctor or something like that, you have to expect there to be challenges. You have to expect it to be a little hard to learn, go through all the books and learn in science, biology, whatever. You have to understand that there is challenges in those ways, difficult in that way, but I don't mean in that way. I mean where it's just like something that just doesn't make sense. And you have to decipher that in your mind and what you believe is not a smooth flow or process or something that's just plain old difficult. So decipher it for yourself. Nobody can tell you this except for yourself. All I can say is that I believe that a lot of things aren't as hard as they come off to be, and they aren't as hard as they should be. And if it is, you're doing something wrong, or it's not, something's just not right. And you got to figure out, go back to the drawing board and figure it out. So I'm gonna leave this on that note. Dream it, believe it, live it. I really believe that. I'm trying to live it every day. I'm not saying I'm perfect either. I'm going through the same process. Just understand this, that progress is a process. Keep going, keep growing, like I said. And at the end of the day, make sure you do everything at your top level. And remember, you're no competition with anybody except yourself. So make sure your next move is your best move, or at least your better move. Till next time, later.